And the injuries, yes, already beginning to pile up for the New York Yankees. The latest, Giancarlo Stanton, who has a grade 1 calf strain. Manager Aaron Boone says he will be down for a bit, putting Stanton's status up in the air for opening day. He played only 18 games last season due to a series of ailments. And the organizers of the Tokyo Olympics said the Summer Games are going to go ahead as planned as the coronavirus threat grows. The latest pronouncement comes after an IOC official said the spreading virus could lead to a cancellation of the Olympics. The Games are scheduled to open on July 24th. The Paralympics begin a month later. And Maria Sharapova announcing her retirement. All right, we do have breaking news here on HQ. Yankees slugger Giancarlo Stanton is going to be down for, quote, a bit due to a grade 1 calf strain. He reportedly suffered it working out yesterday. Manager Aaron Boone told reporters the $325 million outfielder, as I said, will be down for a bit. Played in only 18 games last season with a variety of ailments. Of course, this is not the only injury coming in for the Yankees, with Luis Severino, their right-handed pitcher, out for the season because he is now getting Tommy John surgery. All right, good Wednesday afternoon to you, streamers. We are following this breaking news having to do with Giancarlo Stanton with the Yankees having an injury, a calf injury. Unsure if he's going to be back for the beginning of the regular season. So let's bring in our David Sampson on the phone to talk about it. David, we had Luis Severino yesterday. We have this today. Just give us your initial reaction to this news.
It's just a continuing nightmare for the Yankees with their injuries. And Giancarlo Stanton has just had a hard time staying on the field recently. And he's the type of player where if he's not feeling perfect, he's not going to come back. So when Aaron Boone says he's out for a bit, that's going to be measured in weeks and potentially in months when it comes to this type of strain.
All right, tell us a little bit more of what you know about this type of strain, a grade 1 calf strain. Exactly what is it, and what's the average amount a player may be out with that?
So normally when you have a grade 1 strain, people do consider that the mildest type of strain. As the numbers go up, it's more severe. I would always consider a grade 1 just as bad as a grade 2 or grade 3, depending on who the player is. So there's some players with a grade 1 strain, you could be talking about 1 to 2 weeks. But with someone like Giancarlo Stanton, he's got the type of body, it's very tight, and he needs to feel really good in order to get on the field. That's just the way he's always been since he first got into baseball. So to me, this sounds to me more 6 to 8 weeks type of thing. So I think this absolutely puts not just spring training in jeopardy, but certainly the beginning of the regular season. And then the problem for Stanton is he ends up starting slowly because he's a timing guy. He needs to rest in spring training to be right for the regular season. He's got to find his swing, feel his swing. And by losing these games, that's going to be costly for the Yankees, not just in terms of games played, but once he's back in terms of performance, once he does come back to the big league level.
Well, David, just how concerned are you in general for him, giving his history of injuries? 18 games last season, that was it. Now he's already dealing with this. He is 30 years old, $325 million. Just kind of, I mean, looking down the line, is this just something you're going to have to deal with him on and off?
I think that that's something we always knew when we signed him to that deal, that we wanted him to be as healthy as possible, like you do with everybody. But over a 13-year period when we signed him, we obviously thought on balance that he would be worth the money. And when he's on the field, he certainly is. The things that the Yankees have to do now, if they had any thought that he was going to opt out of his contract, he would have $210 million and 7 years left after this year. That would be the opt-out. I don't think, no matter what happens now, that any team will go more than that in order to have him opt out, because that's when you opt out, Amanda, is if you can get more than the 210 or more than the 7 years. And I think that the Yankees now will have to plan that he will be opting in and staying a Yankee, which also means as part of that trade, they will be getting an extra, as I think you recall, $30 million over time from the Marlins to help offset part of that remaining 210.
How frustrating, David, is this for the Yankees right now? We had Luis Severino. We were talking to you about that just yesterday. Now Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, the injuries plagued the Yankees last year, and already we're in the middle of spring training, and this is happening yet again. This has to be super frustrating.
It's beyond. It's a nightmare. When you see spring training, and I had 18 of them, Amanda, all you want is to get out of there with no injuries, and the Yankees have just not been able to do that. They're able to obviously they went pretty far last year, as you very well know. They're supposed to win the World Series this year with the signing of Cole. But when you start losing player games to injury, all of a sudden your margin of error gets smaller. The Yankees can withstand it, where it seems like the Marlins, when I was there, and other lower payroll teams, they cannot withstand a highly paid player with a large percentage of the payroll going to that player not performing. The Yankees can overcome this, but if you're in the front office of that team, you are rolling your eyes, waiting for the other shoe to drop. You made all those changes in the strength and conditioning with the medical staff, and you're realizing that maybe it wasn't about the people, maybe it was just about the players.
All right, David, yesterday when we were talking to you about Luis Severino, you said, I don't think this necessarily changes anything for me looking ahead to the Yankees and how they're projected to do this season, given Giancarlo Stanton. If you get a couple more injuries in there, is that changing your mind with the Yankees' performance?
I love where your head's at, and that's what I've been thinking about since I first got this news a few moments ago, is at what point do I then say that the Yankees are no longer favored to win the American League pennant and get to the World Series, which is what everyone is saying was basically a fait accompli once they signed Cole. I'm not there yet, but I can see it from here.
All right, David Sampson, thank you so much for joining us on this phone for this breaking news. Giancarlo Stanton out with a calf injury, down for a bit. We're not sure exactly how long that will be, but most likely to the end of spring training, if not a little bit further. David, thank you.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.